Nappy Dreamer.
And I'm Kia Blaine.
And we are the Melanin Mindset. What's good, everybody, and welcome if it's your first time viewing. Welcome back if you're returning. I'm the Nappy Dreamer.
And I'm Kia Blaine.
And we are the Melanin Mindset. All right, so listen, if you're viewing us out there on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up. Turn on those notification bells. Drop a comment down below. Just engage, okay? If you're watching us on Facebook, be sure you're also following us on Facebook, The Melanin Mindset. We're out there on Instagram and Twitter, Melanin Mindset _. And then, of course, good old TikTok, y'all. Again, we riding it till the wheels fall off at The Melanin Mindset. Okay, so yeah, that's that. So, friend, go ahead and do the thing that you do.
Well, guys, today, as the title reveals, we will be talking about beauty standards and body positivity. And who the heck set these beauty standards? And why is it something that we're all chasing after? So, as any time we start, we have a definition. So, we're going to start with the definition of beauty. So the beauty is the combination of qualities such as shape, color, or form that pleases the aesthetic senses, especially sight. That was kind of interesting to me because, okay, so then what are the aesthetic senses? Why did I add extra senses?
Girl, did I have a typo? You know I'd be messing up.
No, the aesthetic senses. I mean, is it just sight? Well, no, because scents can be considered beautiful, right?
What do you mean?
A scent can be considered
like a smell.
Scent. Yes.
You know what? A smell can be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But those are aesthetic senses.
Can something feel pretty? So I guess it's just sight and smell.
Your senses.
But it specifically said aesthetic senses. So now I want to know what the heck aesthetic. All right, my senses is what? Touch, taste, smell, see.
Clearly, we didn't define the right words tonight.
Aesthetic. I'm just thinking because I'm like, can something feel beautiful? Can something taste beautiful? Anyway, so the beauty standards, while she's looking that up, beauty standards are the standards that refer to the widely accepted ideals and criteria that define what is considered attractive or beautiful within a particular society or culture. So what could be considered beautiful in church, because we could say that's a society, might not be considered beautiful in
the club.
Yeah, and the club scene, because that would be a different social scene, right? And I guess, all right, so let's talk about what is considered the beauty standards. When you think beauty standards, friend, like what comes to mind?
Oh man, just like it said, like what looks nice. Like, I guess, I don't know. I guess my standard of beauty is different. Like, I came to the conclusion that apparently beauty does matter to me as I did my makeup for tonight's show, y'all. So I did come to that conclusion. But what do I think is beautiful? I don't think mainstream is beautiful.
What do you consider mainstream?
I think different. Like, I don't think super skinny, high cheekbones, and all of that is the combination to beauty. I think, like, I could see somebody who might be more full figured or full faced and high cheekbone. That would be gorgeous to me. You know, like, I think my reflection, but pure, is what I think is beautiful. Like, I might have blemishes in my face, but if I saw my features minus the blemishes, I'm like, ooh, that's beautiful to me. You know,
blemishes are not beautiful to you.
Like, I guess not. So and that's not a shot to anybody. Freckles aren't blemishes.
They are the same thing.
They're not. Girl,
Or
listen,
discoloration of the skin. So the same blemishes,
like
discoloration.
scars. Maybe I should say scars. But then that's different too, because like I can see somebody who might be a burn victim and then walking out, they have scars. I think something about them is still beautiful. Like their spirit might bleed through and it's like you're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I really cannot put my finger on
Mm-hmm.
what the standard of beauty would be in my eyes. I mean, I'm it's just different for me. I don't know. This when I was reading
I
it,
don't know why you keep saying it's different for you because obviously it's not the same for anybody.
that's fact.
I already asked you what is yours. You were only
I
asking.
don't
You were
know.
only supposed to be answering for yourself.
I wasn't prepared for that question. Continue.
You were only supposed to be answering for yourself. Okay, so beauty standards.
Oh boy.
Well, we looked it up. We came up with some definitions, some topics. So basically, it's important to remember that there is nobody sitting around going, "This is going to be the standard for this decade or this year or this season." There is no person. You know how we can say that this person. We can say with confidence that Joe Biden is the president of the United States. We can say with confidence that this person is the CEO of whatever company. But there is nobody that we can say that this person sets the beauty standards. It's not a title, it's not a job. If we had to blame it on somebody, we'll get to that. I don't want to jump ahead of myself. But the things that seem to be most focused on when it comes to setting these beauty standards are facial features, body shape and size, skin tone, hair, and age. Those are the main things that you kind of see either being catered to or trying to change when it comes to a beauty standard in any given season. So like facial features, we could talk about that because in cosmetology school, when you're learning how to cut hair and makeup and things, there is a certain way you apply makeup in order to make the face appear more
Oval.
whatever. And right now, and as of the last textbook I picked up, and the ones that I'm pretty sure everybody had, is oval. So they were saying an oval face shape is the ideal shape. And they made sure not to say perfect. They did in the old textbook and then they changed it to ideal. But
Hmm.
is the ideal face shape. So with oval being the ideal face shape, whatever other face shape you have when you're applying makeup, you're contouring or highlighting things so that it will give you the more appearance of an oval face shape. Even these filters on Snapchat and social media, they will what double chin wear when I use a filter.
Listen, even the bad filters still only fill in that oval section.
Yeah.
It only fills in that oval section. So we got this question here in the chat. Is beautiful just physical?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think beautiful is just physical.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty can be a feeling. I was saying I would look up the definition um, of aesthetic senses, and it focuses in on feelings or sensations. So
Okay.
it says having a sense of the beautiful characterized by a love of beauty relating to or involving or concerning with pure emotion and sensation.
Mm-hmm.
So as opposed to like a thought process, or it says as opposed to
It's it's
intellectually.
it's how you feel when you look at.
It's the sensation you feel when you look
Got
at the
it.
thing.
So
So
that's what an
yeah.
aesthetic sense is. That puts
Mhm.
a lot more into perspective.
Yeah, and I think that
So
helps me
and
a
it
lot with my
definitely
answer.
it definitely makes it definitely makes the term beauty standard not make any sense because we're
Mhm.
all going to have a different feel when we look at something. Like you might look at something and think it is just, so cool, so beautiful, and then I might look at it and be like, no, it's not. But it's not.
Like I don't see where they were going with this. As beauty is in the
Mm,
eye of the beholder, and aesthetic senses supports that 100%.
mhm.
The
It does.
definition of aesthetic senses supports that 100%.
Does support that. So
Yeah.
anyway, let's get back to what they're looking for. Body shape and size. What do you think, Frank? Is there an ideal as far as, and I honestly feel like this is probably an older conversation. I do feel like the newer generation, and as we're moving into the future, we're getting away from everybody looking the same in marketing and advertising, but it's still little remnants. There's still little remnants of that whole beauty standard
You
there.
know, because you see it in the headliners and things like that, where the editorials are like hyper photoshopped,
Mhm.
like where the waist is tiny. What's that song on Brick House, 36 24 36?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they photoshop it all, so everybody got that, that hourglass figure with the
Mhm.
dramatically small waist, obnoxiously large hips, and
Yeah.
gluteus maximus. And
Mhm.
so, but yeah, so I think that as far as what you see industry wise, granted, it is becoming more diverse. Now, don't get it twisted. It is getting
Mhm.
more diverse out there. But oh, sorry, you all. My phone was ringing. It caught
Oh
me
my
off guard.
goodness. Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, you're starting to see more and more in media where you got the Gabourey Sidibs, where she is dressing up a certain way and they're putting her on the cover of magazines, or you're seeing
Who
the
is that? I don't know who that is.
Precious Honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gabourey City.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. You're seeing people like her who are getting played up, or you're getting, people that are playing these roles such as Queen Latifah. Granted, she's not super thick, but she thick enough, where she's playing like, action heroes and stuff like that. But it's not as often as you see the girl who's more slim or,
Yeah.
taller and slim
Yeah. I think
walking
it's
down.
it is more common now to see a variety of shape sizes and colors than it was in the past. But like I said, there's still slight altering. Like remember back in the 2000s in the early 2000 in the tens, J Lo was considered thick.
That
Yeah, like
that part.
J Lo was thick, thick well.
Like J Lo was thick, honey. She was
hmm
thick, thick.
And then like if you were overweight or obese, like beauty would never even be used to describe you. You might get a oh she got a cute
She's
face.
courageous.
She got a cute face. And I remember the first time I heard that comment where the girl said she said, "Oh my god, I hate being fat." And the girl said, "Oh no, don't say that. You're beautiful." She said, "I didn't say I was ugly.
I said I was tired of being
I
fat.
was trying to be
Yes,
fat. I know I'm beautiful."
that is something.
Mhm.
Because that resonates, I'm sure, with a lot of you know thicker females or
Yeah.
big
But I
girls.
feel like for a long time people even I think for a long time that reply was accepted. Like if I
Mm,
was having a moment and I felt like, oh my god, I'm so fat, I hate myself, and somebody said, "Oh my gosh, but you're so beautiful," then that did kind of uplift me. And then it got to a point, I think, as time went on, where big girls start realizing, like, wait, I wasn't saying I was ugly. I was trying to tie my shoe and I couldn't breathe.
I'm so done.
And I got
Yeah, that like I was saying,
frustrated.
that phrase does ring. It rings in my ears because I've heard it my fair share. But I cannot think that I have felt like you know better when they said that.
Yeah.
I don't think I felt better.
No, I don't think I never felt better. I just was kind of I would excuse you because I would be like, you just don't understand. Like I'd be like in my head, I'm just like, just shut up because you don't get it.
I can't do
But
it.
no, it definitely was. But we allowed it for a long time.
Right, it was
We allowed
definitely allowed
nobody
for
ever
far too long.
combated it until recently. Yeah, and it was like if you're overweight, you just disqualified from being fine or cute because you big.
Right. Those
Um,
personality traits were definitely your tagline.
hmm
Not anything physical about you was your tag.
yeah. Skin tone was an interesting one. That is often leaned towards in the beauty standards. And one of the biggest things that we have seen throughout history is the lightening of the skin. Whether and it's weird though, because then if you was too pale, they darken you. But if you was dark, they gonna lighten you up. And it's just like and I think
You can still go in the hair store and buy that stuff.
oh, what do you mean? There's a whole aisle
Yeah, a whole
dedicated
section dedicated
to
to it.
lightening creams, and now they got vitamins and things that you can take. like a doggone supplement, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
brighten your skin up from head to toe, even the cracks. Because the problem back in the day used to be was that your knuckles was your telltale. With your knuckles and your elbows, it was no way to get around that. We see your real color up in them creases.
And around the eyes.
But now with these supplements that you can take, or people are just appearing brighter. Like I see people all the time. I'm like, I remember you from 10 years ago and you were 10 shades darker. What happened? What
I don't want to
happened?
say any names of people in mainstream, but there's a few that are in media
Mm-hmm.
that you know that is not
Mm-hmm.
how you looked when you got
That when you
started.
first came out, let me go back to a MySpace post, boo. That's not what you looked
Not
like.
MySpace,
That's not what
friend.
you looked like on MySpace. You were a whole different color. And
So
then what happens is y'all had babies, and then babies tell the truth.
I'm done.
Oh,
I'm so done. I'm so done. He said, Stacy Dash, I can't deal. Listen,
yes, yes.
so the thing with the different tones or the coloration in our community, it definitely dates way back, like
Mhm,
to our parents, and they used to have something called the brown paper bag test. Now, if we got
mhm,
anybody viewing out there and you are familiar with the brown paper bag test, please go ahead and chime in. It's your time to shine, okay?
mhm,
So for anybody who may not know, the brown paper bag test was literally where they would take a standard brown paper bag, like you get from the grocery store, like what you might have carried your lunch in back in the day, and they held it next to the face. And if the skin was the brown color of the bag or lighter, then you had better access. So you get access to different sororities and fraternities and social clubs and things
mm,
like that, as long as you align with the brown paper bag. And it was a lot of parents too that held their kids to the brown paper bag standard. Like they wouldn't bring that kid to certain social events or gatherings
mhm.
because that kid might be darker than the brown paper bag. So that is something that is substantially rooted and grounded, unfortunately, in the
Yeah,
melanated community.
it is.
So yeah, and you put on there some other points as well, about Halle and Beyonce.
I'm from my generation. The standard, the most beautiful woman was Halle Berry and Beyonce. Like anybody between the ages of, I want to say, 40 and 70.
You see the comment section.
No, your son don't make the cut. He needs a tan.
Oh my god. Uh-uh, uh-uh, uh-uh.
They're gonna have him holding the bag,
I'm so
testing other people.
I'm so done. I'm so done. But it goes even further back than that. Like the brown paper bag, us was free at that time.
Hmm.
But before that, the stigma with that before
Yeah,
that. But
but
yeah.
also like I think about Beyonce and Halle Berry are undoubtedly beautiful. Um, do we know how much cosmetic work they have had done? No, but I mean, when we look at them, they definitely are beautiful. But would we look at them as a beauty standard if they were 2 shades darker? We gonna take them from they probably like Fenty 390. We gonna take them from 390 to 420.
That's us though, friend.
Yeah, we 420. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They not. They lighter than us.
You're right. Shoot, Rihanna lighter than us. The
Yeah, and
Fenty
but for
Creator.
some reason I don't remember Rihanna being that light as when she came back out. I
Rihanna
just
was always super pale.
I don't remember that. And it's another little girl that I just was looking at the other day, and I said, "Was that girl always that bright?" Because I feel like it's something I would remember. I don't remember this child being Caucasian.
Look, I'm done. Sadly, tied back to what you had said earlier, though, like you're asking them if Beyonce and Halle Berry were darker, would they be considered a
Would
beauty
they still
standard?
be considered that most beautiful? Because even all these men that be on podcasts and stuff talking trash about like nobody's no. Remember what the man name that died?
Samuels.
Yes, him. He would say all the time, "You are not unless you are Beyonce or Halle Berry," and he would be like, "Nobody is that. Like nobody meets up to looking like them." But is it natural? Probably not. Ain't none of our business if it is or it ain't. But why? And if they were 2 shades darker,
Like think of it like this. Like you were saying earlier, that when it comes down to beauty standards, looking at a plus size woman, she's never defined by beauty. Think of the Viola Davises.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal
Mm-hmm.
actress. Do you hear
That's what
me?
she is. That's what she is.
She is a
She's a
phenomenal
phenomenal
actress,
actress. She
but
could
she's
even be a great
gorgeous
person.
too.
Ain't nobody gonna call her gorgeous.
At all. They are
Nobody's
not
gonna
going
call her
to, and
gorgeous.
she is absolutely gorgeous.
Then nobody's gonna
She
call
is
her gorgeous.
absolutely gorgeous.
I agree with you, but we know that we will never see
Gorgeous attached to her
gorgeous
name.
on any type of publication unless we make it. Maybe we need to make a blog post.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Hair and hairstyles. How do you feel like hair plays into the whole beauty standard?
Girl, you know your hair is your glory, honey.
Oh, oh. Mm.
Yeah, your hair is your glory.
Stan is an idiot.
Let me see. Definitely not with her wig. We're not giving Stan no shine this time. We're not doing
Oh,
that.
Cleopatra. We do. I want to watch that because Cleopatra was even in our as our small little history section of cosmetology. They always mention Cleopatra is like a beauty, like the
The
things that
standard
she
of beauty, yeah.
did. She created or invented those beauty regimens, and it's going to go into our next thing of what a beauty standard is trying to look youthful.
Mm.
But back on the hair real quick. There was a time where every time somebody relaxed their hair or straightened their hair or colored their hair lighter, it was you trying to emulate being Caucasian.
European beautiful.
Yeah, or being of European beauty standard. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've outgrown that. I think we're getting much better on that. There are still some little places where our natural hair for some reason offends people.
Listen, you see how Gabby Douglas just got married, y'all, and she took pictures
No, it
and
wasn't
whatnot.
Gabby Douglas, was it?
Yeah, it was Gabby
I thought it was the
Douglas.
other little one.
No, what's the other one name? Simone Biles. Ooh, my bad.
Simone
Simone
Biles.
Biles.
Yes.
So Simone Biles got married, y'all, and
Mm-hmm.
apparently her edges wasn't slayed enough.
They weren't. I'm a hairdresser. I'm sorry. I don't believe they
Friend,
were.
but it doesn't matter. She
It
got
does
married in a
matter. It does matter because
friend.
you and your husband came together to be one. His edges was slayed and yours wasn't. Y'all would look like y'all was playing for two different teams. I do believe in cohesiveness when we are doing an
Friend.
event. And if we're doing an event, or if like we just was saying in the beginning, I'm not gonna wear my same outfit that I wear to the club, to the church. I'm not. I'm just not. First of all,
Friend,
it's too hot.
listen.
A little cooler in the
So
church.
she had a dress that was not over $200. Her dress was not
Oh,
extremely
none of
expensive.
that bothered me. I thought she
And
was beautiful everywhere else, but that head.
I'm friend. All right, next topic.
But wait, I'm gonna tell. Let me explain. Let me explain why. Yes, the flies didn't match. Like if I'm with my husband, like we literally will look at each other as we about to leave the door, and I'd be like, "Is that what you wearing?" And if he looks nicer than me, I gotta level up. Whether that just means changing my shirt or taking off them slides, I have to level up. But here's where my issue
But does
was.
that have to happen though?
Yes. No, it doesn't. But listen, this is what the problem was. This is what my problem was. It wasn't that she wore her hair in its natural state or she it wasn't that I thought something that was natural about her was ugly. You took your hair and put a fake ponytail at the end of your natural hair. Now, if you was just gonna be natural and rock your natural, rock your natural. Don't mismatch your natural with an enhancement that doesn't match.
But friend, listen, no, with her hair situation, okay? She probably did her own hair. And if she did her own hair and that was the best she could do, I'm really not knocking her for that.
But why would she have? That don't even make sense. Why would she have done her own hair, but her husband got his hair done? That's what
Next
I'm
subject.
saying. Like it did. It almost felt like you was purposely trying to make that statement. Like I ain't laying my edges down. I'm not gonna continue to brush my hair. Yes, this is the ponytail from 3 weeks ago. I don't care. That was what it seemed like.
Oh boy. So, all right. I get what you're saying about matching the fly because that's important to me as well. But I'm just saying, does that have to be the standard? Like, so you mean to tell me that if somebody doesn't dress as well as I dress, I should not be with them?
I didn't say. Oh, with your partner?
Yeah.
Yes. No, not listen. Okay. Not initially. I'm not saying don't talk to somebody because they're not as fly as you. I'm on married level. I'm on married level. We are either about to get married or we're married. Yes, our fly needs to match.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. And she jumped up and said that and didn't wrap her hair the night before. So no,
Oh
I'm not
boy.
saying because
I
somebody
can't.
because you dressing all designer and somebody might have on a Target outfit that you should be like, oh no, you're not on my level. If
Bruh.
my clothes is pressed and clean and nice, I expect your Target clothes too to be pressed and clean and nice so that I fly. That's what I mean when I say like we need to match on that level. But
Friend.
if it was the beginning of a relationship and you just find somebody has a great personality, baby, we're gonna go shopping together. But
Why did I
married,
think
they
for
were
two
getting
seconds?
married. That mean they
Why
should
did
have
I
already
think?
had this what our fly gonna be conversation.
Why did I think for 2 seconds that you were gonna agree with me?
Yeah.
Y'all, we need to start rehearsing our conversations before we come live. I'ma just be real. We need to start rehearsing these conversations because I really thought my friend was gonna support me, okay? And
No,
she
no, no,
just said
no.
no, she should have definitely done her
She
hair.
should have definitely either did hers or undid her man.
Listen. But y'all, listen, I really don't think it was anything. If that was the best she could do, I'm cool with what she did. I'ma just
Not
be
we gotta
real.
coordinate. We gotta coordinate.
Oh, my eyes. My eyes are running. I cannot.
Mm.
Y'all, listen. How long has it been since I messed up my makeup laughing at your crazy behind?
Girl, last
Oi,
week problem. I'm pretty sure last week. But then
listen.
age also plays a big
Wait, we
part.
got a comment, friend.
Uh-huh.
I can't see it.
Yes, I'm with you, kid. Yes, I'm dressed for real. He must be dressed for real, and vice
Oh,
versa.
man. I can't. Not vice versa. Okay.
And
Okay,
if
y'all.
I'm dummy, because if I come with my t-shirt and my sweats and we just about to go kick it at a friend house, my husband better
Oh,
be just as bummy as I am.
so if you're never mind, we're not doing this. All right, so friend, listen. If y'all didn't already know, we are brand ambassadors for Dianu Apparel, y'all. Dianu Apparel. Our viewers get 15% off when they use promo code Melanin Mindset at checkout. Click on that link down in our description box or simply use promo code Melanin Mindset at checkout, and you too can be on your way to saving a few dollars even on clearance. So y'all hang with us and we'll be right back. What's good, Mindset family? The Melanin Mindset is thrilled to announce we are the newest brand ambassadors for Dianu Apparel. Dianu Apparel is a black-owned apparel company that offers trendy African-inspired prints in each and every garment. They're offering our listeners 15% off their purchases just by using promo code Melanin Mindset. There's something for him, there's something for her, and there's even something for the kids. So head right over to dianu.com using the description link down below, or just simply enter Melanin Mindset at checkout and save today. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there with us. Y'all, we are back, okay? So I'm not going back to what we discussed before we left. So here we go. Remember Nick and Naya? You know Nick and Naya in their Dianu. 15% off, might I add, they saved when they made this particular purchase, and you all should do the same. Make sure you also swing over to melaninmindset.org, themelanинmindset.org, and you can shop the Melanin Mindset merchandise and be an official MFer and supporter of the Melanin Mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're viewing us right now, give it a thumbs up, turn on the notification bells, and be sure to drop a comment down below. If you're viewing us on Facebook, do exactly the same and like our Facebook page, The Melanin Mindset. We're on Twitter and Instagram, Melanin Mindset _. And of course, we're out on TikTok at The Melanin Mindset. So you want to be plugged in everywhere you can be plugged in so that you can be connected with what The Melanin Mindset has going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, friend,
All right, we just gonna move on.
We're
So we
gonna move forward. I had to get
we
my
talked
life
about
together,
what these
y'all.
beauty standards are and what they seem to be looking at or focusing upon. The last thing was age. I didn't really have to, but everything we do is trying to appear younger. Um, but and that's kind of weird. I feel like another episode. I just had a thought. I'm gonna type it down. Who determines these standards? Like, what makes us think that maybe a part of us is not good enough? Like, who gives us that standard of what is good enough?
Mm.
And remember, like we said before, there is no like person somewhere, the queen isn't sitting there going yes or no to what people can design and whatnot. But we know media and advertising is heavy, heavy, heavy. Media and advertising, we look at clothes, we look at, I know that I have looked at some advertisements and it didn't just appeal, did not appeal to me because the people in the advertisement didn't look like me. Like, I would, a lot of stuff I just would be like, just scroll past or walk past. Even walking through a mall, the things that they put up in the window and how the mannequins look or the ads that are in the store look, if I don't see me, and not even all of me, it could just be a part of me. If I don't see me, I don't necessarily relate to or think I need to put the energy in to relate to the product. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Like, think of stores like Torrid and Lane Bryant where the mannequins are more voluptuous, right?
Yeah.
You're more likely to turn in there and get it if you can see it on yourself. Like, I found out that Forever 21 had plus sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, granted, okay, that was some years ago, but when I found out Forever 21 had plus sizes, I could not believe it. I
Yeah,
couldn't
but
believe it.
because it was never in their advertising.
Right. Whenever I walk past Forever 21, those girls look like half my size in the, not girls, but like even the advertisements, the mannequins were like half my size. So I never thought twice about walking in there.
Mm-hmm.
Never had I ever thought twice about it.
Same with Victoria's Secret.
Same. And Victoria's
Victoria's
Secret got
Secret
some
in
good
pink.
size bras,
I
honey.
would never have thought like to buy apparel from them, but their clothes do go up to a 2X and they actually run a little big. So if you a 3X, you probably can fit their 2X. And
Not probably,
now
absolutely, sis.
and now current day, they're putting more diversity into their advertisement. Child, they even got men in there in some of their stuff because a lot of the athleisure wear is just, it's unisex.
Yep.
But
Absolutely.
right off the bat, I can tell you right now, no man is going to think, oh, let me go into Victoria's Secret and get a tank top with the little pink dog on it.
I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done.
Fashion and beauty industries definitely have a big impact. Fashion designers, makeup artists, hairstylers, influencers, all these people um, are big influence on what is to be perceived. Like, even this change just happened. So all this time when the girls was doing their makeup, they would take that concealer. See, I'm a prime candidate for it. I have dark under eyes. And they would take that concealer and they would swoop that thing all the way up under the eye. Now the new trend is to just put a swipe right here and a swipe in the inside corner and blend it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just that simple, from a simple TikTok, a social media filter, like they have changed. There's a filter out there that puts like all the highlight
Bruh,
spots. So
have you
you just,
tried it?
I haven't tried it. I don't highlight and contour without a filter. I sure ain't gonna do it with one. But I've seen so many celebrities doing it, like
Yeah.
using the filter and following the thing because now, and then they're like, oh my God. And of course, if they have a pleasing result, now it's the new standard. So that falls under the beauty industry and media getting together and creating a new standard.
Absolutely. So we got a comment here. I noticed more companies are showing women of all colors and sizes now in their advertising. And yeah,
Yes.
we kind of touched on that earlier. It's so true. Absolutely true. You're starting to see more people and more cohesive image,
Mm-hmm.
when it's portrayed through advertisements. Now, has everybody gotten on the bandwagon? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
However, you are starting to see it more frequently.
Mm-hmm.
So that is true. That is true. But friend, what about those big brands, like the major brands? I just recently learned that the more expensive of those upper labels, or the like Louis V's and Coaches and stuff like that, it is a gnat that is harassing me.
Mm-hmm.
Those particular brands, like the attire, the more of the branding that is on there, like the logo work, is the less expensive brand line, but then the ones that don't have the logo work on it, or the logo mark and whatnot all over it, is more expensive.
Oh, you
Like,
mean the things within a collection?
yeah, their
So if it has
collections
all
that
the
have all
marking on it, it's cheaper. Oh, absolutely.
right.
Oh,
And so,
absolutely.
but even still, with those brands, you're not seeing a lot of diversity in sizes. Like, they usually only go up to like a large. Some of
Because
them go to an extra large.
that's like a society in itself, like the
Mm.
expensive luxury brand, because it's almost like
But luxury doesn't equal plus size. Like, plus size doesn't equal luxury,
no, it don't even equal cute. We just said that.
but it does.
It does. It does, but I'm just saying. But the clothes probably not. But if we're talking about like handbags and shoes, it don't matter what size you are to get those types of things. But I
Yeah,
mean,
some of them
those
satchels.
the bags that like you said don't have the obvious branding on them. Girl, I love watching these women, especially in the salon, that'd be like, "Oh, girl, is that the new Yves Saint Laurent?" Like they know the bag, so it's almost like I'm letting you know that I'm got money and I'm up on my luxury, so I know what your luxury is. But then
Mm.
it's like if you're not somebody who shops luxuriously like that, or is pretending to by researching, you wouldn't know.
Mm.
You wouldn't know. But oh, I love it. Oh, I love the Palm Beachians and their, oh my god, is that the new Prada bag?
Did she say the Palm Beachians?
Mm-hmm.
I quit at my life. Friend,
Where
cultural and
they know
societal
they just
norms.
know a bag no matter what.
You also have cultural and societal norms.
Oh yeah, you know,
Yeah.
very much so. I think this is a cultural norm, and y'all can tell me if it's not. If you go out without your earrings, you look weird.
Mm,
Like you need to have on earrings, and
mm.
and I think it's like a. I don't know if it's a. I feel like it's
I need them to chime in. Is that
it's
a
a.
thing?
I feel like it depends on where you from, because I have certain clients who are like it's almost like they can't tell me their hair looks cute or not until after they put their earrings on.
All
And
right. So
I am one of those
okay.
people. I am
Okay.
not
I
leaving
hear
out
that.
the door without something in my ears.
I see that.
I feel naked.
I hear
Like,
that.
look,
Cause yeah.
I look like a totally different person.
I'm done.
That earring just adds something.
Y'all, please comment down below if she has lost her mind.
I, let me
She
tell
said
you,
her
that
earrings.
lady that gave birth to me, she not, because she know. And unfortunately, I have bestowed it upon all of my girls as well. You better not go. Where your earrings at? That'd be my first question. You look cute. Where your earrings?
I'm so done. I guess because my hair covers my ears, it doesn't matter to me one way or
No,
the
I
other.
don't care. My hair could be sweeping the floor. My face could be beat. I could have on the baddest outfit. If I don't have on no earrings, I'm not finished getting ready. Yeah.
Okay, so
Look. See? Telling you,
I have
7
7 piercings in
piercings
one
in one
ear.
ear, 6 in another. But if I don't have them bottom ear, you gotta have that foundation. If you gotta have that foundation, or it's just like you weren't. Were you in a hurry?
Friend, do you know
Were
if I
you?
have on earrings tonight?
No, I don't, and it's bothering me. But I wasn't gonna say nothing. Yeah, you got on earrings. You better have on earrings.
Oh man,
No, but
friend.
it's just still one of those norms.
Oh, one of
Earrings.
your norms.
it's a cultural norm. It is. I'm telling you, it's women out there that they listen. You got to have your earrings on. Historical and geographical factors, peer pressure, and social influence. So these are all the places where beauty standards are. What was the question that like are determined?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not even that it's beautiful. It's just that it marks where you from.
Facts. There is very common amongst the Hawaiian community as well as Samoans too, with the markings and the tattoos. And I am not about to discredit an entire community of individuals because
Yeah.
I just lost the name of the markings they do on the lower face. But those markings represent where they come from, who they are, like
Mm-hmm.
their culture. And you see that in Africa too, with different markings, piercings, and things
Mm-hmm.
like that, and it represents who you are, and the more you have, the more gorgeous you are. So
Yeah.
that really does, like, it supports also where we said earlier the beauty standards can vary by culture, by group, by location. All of these different things play a part. They do, because some areas of the world, large is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in some areas of the world.
It
But
means you're rich. Like, how'd you get that
wealth,
large if you weren't rich?
you have
If you
access
didn't
to
have
food.
wealth? Yeah. But unfortunately, we live in America, and all it means is that we ate the junk that they made for us.
Oh gosh.
All right. So, our last question that we
Oh.
want to attack for this evening on this subject is what role does beauty standards play in development of self love or self hate and
Mm.
the increase in plastic surgery? So we know the babes, the girls are in the plastic surgery. Plastic surgeons are popping up everywhere. Regular surgeons are changing to just being plastic surgeon. Yeah, I could get a BBL tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna be on a waiting list to get open heart surgery. I could, if I have the cash, I could pay the money and get a boob job in the morning. Probably not in the morning. I'm exaggerating because they are going to run your blood. They are going to run your blood and do those things, and those things take a few hours. But if I got up
It
early, if
depends
it was
on
a
where
place
you
open
go.
early enough, I
Girl,
could get
please.
I could get surgery within 1 to 2 days if it's cosmetic. But if it's for my health, if I needed a heart or a kidney, or I gotta wait months. I gotta go through so many tests and so much this, and it just seems backwards. It's very backwards. And then let's be for real. Y'all about to be real mad at me
Mm.
because there's a statement that always comes out when we're talking about this surgery, and people are like, you always have those judgy people that are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You need to just love yourself. And then there's the group of people that are going, well, as long as you're just doing it for yourself, that's all that matters. Well, I am
Mm.
here to tell you that if you are getting cosmetic surgery to look a certain way, that's not reconstructive because your face, that's why I was glad you said something about because you've been burned or you were in an accident, or let's even say you were morbidly obese and now you have lost a lot of weight and you are getting cosmetic surgery to remove the excess skin. That
Which
is
is
not what I'm talking
uncomfortable.
about. But if you are trying to take your 36 to a 48 by taking it out of your stomach and putting it in your butt and hips, you are not doing that for yourself. Honestly, if I rewind, the burn victim, you technically ain't doing it for yourself either. Because how many times a day do you look at yourself?
I would say a person who probably got dramatically altered suddenly is probably looking at themselves more than the average person.
No, somebody who decided to go get their self changed dramatically is looking at themselves more than the average person. But still, how much is that? How many times is that? How
True.
many times is that? You get up, you look at yourself in the mirror while you're brushing your teeth. Then you get dressed, you look at yourself on the way out the door to make sure everything is in place. The next time you look at yourself is the next morning when you brush your teeth again.
No,
Or
it's that night when you
because
get home to take a shower. You see yourself.
you ain't looking for nothing when you get home. All you looking for is to make sure that you clean and you comfortable. Unless you're about to do something, unless you are about to do something or go somewhere, are you really looking at yourself in the mirror and going, the only times we do it is if we're going out where other people are going to see us.
Mm.
Because you, whatever is disgusting you about how you look, you're worried that other people are thinking the same thing.
Mm.
No, come on, y'all,
Well,
agree or disagree with
I
me.
was gonna
I'm
say
waiting
because
for comments.
I look at myself. I look at myself when I come home at night. So I do. When I get ready to wash my face
When
and
you
do all
come
of
home
that
at
in the
night from
evening,
where? You don't
yeah,
go
at
no
night.
damn nowhere. We don't go
You right.
nowhere.
I'm done. I
We
go.
both
I
working
do. I
gone.
look
We
at
ain't even go
myself when
nowhere.
I wash my face. You so stupid. I do. But I can't say that I necessarily obsess over myself when I look at myself. Like when I'm doing like my face stuff or whatever, washing my face and things. Yeah, I'm looking at myself.
Yeah, because you're looking to make sure you got all the crap off your face. That's not what I mean. I mean, when people say, long as you're doing it for yourself, and I could be wrong, in my head, that means that you are looking to look at yourself and be more happy or
Ask the
pleased
viewers.
with what you are seeing, right? So you, if I'm obsessed with something, I continue to look at it. So yes, like you said, after you got it done, yeah, okay, you're obsessed with it. You keep looking at yourself, but what does that say?
Right.
Like
That's
you
valid.
you are more concerned with how other people look at you, not the other way around. You don't give a doggone what you look like for real, for real. You really don't.
Hold up, Fred. Clearly, you
Long
care
as
about
you
how you
don't
look. If
smell.
you said you can't look, if you can't go outside with your partner, and you don't match your partner's fly, because clearly, then you do care.
No, in that moment, yes, I do. But what I'm saying, if there was never a beauty standard and nobody told us we had to look a certain way, we would not care.
Oh, okay. There's comments coming in. Here we go. I was wondering, but mine wasn't moving. There's
Mm-hmm.
so many young women getting these surgeries. I just wonder why. It's definitely got to be highly attributed to kind of like some of the things that Kia was saying, where it's like it's these beauty standards. It's what other people expect you or anticipate that you should look like in order to be beautiful.
Now, let me tell you something though. When it comes to branding, like if you're a brand and these artists and these people are actors and things, you are a brand. So I do understand conforming to whatever needs to be done because that is your livelihood. So if I'm an actor and this role that I'm playing needs me to be lean and fit because I know that that touches people's aesthetic senses a certain way, I get that. But with regular people, I don't get the whole why you would so severely alter how you look and how your body looks for what? I'm sorry, I'm a money person. If it ain't gonna pay me, I don't see the point.
Jimmy said, "Will anybody here take plastic surgery?" Listen, it's a couple things. Yeah, I probably would, but at the same time, I know what the healing process is. So then that takes me back to no, I probably wouldn't.
Attention, stands attention. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good evening, Aunt Mona.
Hey girl.
How you doing?
Yeah. But yes, I'm glad you said that.
Right.
When
That's
you
the
get
thing that
surgery, it's
scares
a
me.
long process to recover that they do now let you know. Oh, that they do not let you know. That's what you're trying to say.
Right.
But the thing about it too is I even understand you doing your makeup different every day, altering your makeup, doing all this contouring, these glitter, these lashes. I understand coloring your hair, doing all those things. You know why? Because you can change it back. You can change it back. You can take it off. You can put it on. I don't understand you. I don't understand the surgery to unless it's for health, like unless it's for, like I said, the loose skin. The loose skin can be annoying. It could get tucked. You can get a lot of because it's in a moist space, you can get rashes and things like that. I understand for the overall health, getting that skin removed is you need to do it. But you don't even know how your surgery came out until at least 6 to 8 weeks later. You don't even know if it was good. If I get a haircut, I can look in the mirror and be like, sis, no, this
I'm
not
done. I'm
it.
done.
But
I'm done.
plastic surgery, it ain't until about 4, 5 months later that you really know what the results were. Now
Right.
you're either satisfied or dissatisfied. If you're dissatisfied now, you're back trying to get surgery again or trying to get something altered.
Facts. So Stan said attention is the most addictive drug today. So people will make the necessary adjustments to grab the maximum attention. And that's
Mm-hmm.
entire facts. And you can tell that just simply on social media. People
Mm-hmm.
are sincerely going for the wow factor. And it applies to more than just the way they look, it's to things people are doing now too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Hello. We got a hey in the chat. How you doing?
How you doing?
Let's see here. We got I've learned to love the skin I'm in. This summer I'm coming out arms and legs. Listen, the summer gonna get whatever body I give it. And
I
that's
used to
just
be very self-conscious of my arms and legs, but that was when I lived in Philadelphia. I moved to Florida and realized it's too hot to care.
ooh,
It is
I've got
y'all getting all these arms, all these legs. Let me be real bold. You getting a little bit of this stomach too. I don't care. It's hot.
that part. Listen, I've had friends to get cosmetic surgery during their recovery. They wish they didn't do it. Listen, that part. And I'm telling you, the recovery is something. To add to Jimmy's comment, many of the surgeries you just keep I'm sorry.
You must
Many
keep
of the
up with
surgery you
even
must
after
keep up with.
recovery.
Sorry about that. Even
Oh
after
yeah,
recovery.
so that's a big thing. One of the things I did see, where I've had people, I do hair, so I see all the bodies before and after.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my clients was saying like she's gaining all this weight and it's not good because now she had got the mommy makeover and now her butt is starting to grow even more. But then when she works out or loses the weight, that butt ain't gonna go down.
Mm.
So she is dragging a wagon, literally.
Listen, what's her name? Cardi B just did a TikTok where she was addressing the fact that people are like, "Oh, why you always in the gym?" She's like, "Y'all think you get lipo and you get a BBL and then
And
that's
you
it?"
don't have to do
She's
nothing.
like, "You have," and now you know that Cardi B and her pronunciation is a trip, but she's talking about visceral fat, basically the fat that comes
I would love to
around.
hear how she said it.
You don't want to hear it. And so the fat that basically comes around your organs and inner parts of your body
Mhm.
that people don't
Mhm.
typically keep themselves aware of. So she's like, if you don't work out and you don't eat right and you don't do what you got to do, she's like, you're going to start building up the fat on your organs and stuff like that. You got to keep that down too. And
Yeah.
she was like, you think you just going to get this surgery and just that's
And that's
it?
it. Mhm. It's
She's
not.
like, they can remove all the fat, but the fat they can't remove is the way she said, visceral fat. And
Yes.
she's like, that fat can't be liposuctioned. It can't be
No,
taken
and
away.
that's
You
the
have
fat
to
that's
work
going
it
to
off.
cause you to have health issues.
Yep, that's that
And
heart
you
attack
can look
fat.
just as fit and fine as you want to, and that inside could be trash.
Yep, that visceral fat is heart attack fat. All
Mhm.
right, so you can
Mhm.
think you're getting a BBL and getting that lipo, and it's changing your life. It's gonna change the way you look, but it's
Yep.
not gonna change your life. It won't
And it's
change your
going to
life.
change the way other people look at you, cuz be for real.
Right, right,
Because
absolutely
honestly, if
true.
you really, really cared about how people looked at you, aside from how you look in a bathing suit, girl, it's bodysuits out here for everything. So you,
Fajas.
girl, not even just the fajas. If you want some hips in them, I watched this drag queen get ready. This man with no curves at all, and by the time he was done, he was a brick house. And you would, and honestly, he was very good. You would have been none the wiser. He just looked like somebody's Italian
Ooh,
auntie.
the level of I cannot friend.
Like there's so much out here now that like if you want to just look a certain way, like
You absolutely can.
surgery don't have to be that.
Girl, they
But
even got the bodysuits you can put on. Like if I want my waist to look slim, it's like this it's like a rubbery type bodysuit I could put on and have it straight. I'm scared to read this comment. Even with Herbalife, a lot of people ended up with yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't prepare before I looked at that one. So
no, I
self-esteem
didn't.
and body image. Self-esteem and body image.
I think we
Okay.
kind of all went through all of these in our talking
Yeah.
because your self esteem. Some people's self esteem is you feel better when you look better. When you dress, come on now, them shoulders go back, your walk got swag. You know, when you're together, you're together. And whether that's you just lost weight, whether you got on a good faja, or whether you just got your BBL. Oh, do you know? Oh, fun fact, I did want to kind of mention this, that it's not just the mommies anymore. Men, they getting daddy do-overs too.
Yeah. Oh, girl, they getting all kinds of stuff. Short dudes is getting these things put in their
Getting
legs
their
now
knees or
to
their
get to
ankles
be
so that they
taller.
appear taller.
Well, it's a thing.
Um, and from 2000 to 2018, there has been a 29% increase in male plastic surgeries.
Friend, but it's not even the plastic surgery. You've seen these little fake beards and the fill in on the
Oh,
hair
okay.
and
Yeah. The
all of
lace for
that.
the
It ain't
man.
even just that. It's the when you look at beauty as a whole, like you talked about hair and the hair extensions versus the natural community and
Yes.
the the daddy do overs
Yes.
and the the comparison between the two. The same thing is happening with the guys. Like the guys is trying to keep up with that mainstream image stream words are
Hmm.
hard image too, where they're getting their hairlines filled in and they getting
Yes.
the man laces and stuff
Hmm.
like that.
And they're,
So
and do you see the one where they're using the highlight and the contour to make their abs more pronounced?
that too,
Mm-hmm.
bruh, and it's
Mm-hmm.
sad. It's really sad. Like,
It
yeah,
is.
daddy do overs.
Yeah.
Watch out now. Absolutely, please watch out because the dudes is spending more time in the bathroom than we are right now.
Yes, they
Okay, they're
are.
starting to spend more time in the
The
bathroom than we are,
grooming, the grooming, and the exercise, and the trying to be buff, and
and the
they're
manscaping, all of that.
not just mind your business, ladies. We know fraud when we see it.
That part.
And then there's these unrealistic expectations we have. Like we were saying before, my generation, Beyonce and Halle Berry is the beauty standard. If 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 your mama is big foot, big bone, dark skin, and your daddy is the same, you have an unreal. I don't care how much surgery you think you about to get, you ain't gonna look like Beyonce. You
It
going
is
you
waterproof.
you're gonna take an excessive amount of bleach cream, and you're gonna look like Casper. You're gonna look ashy, and it's just not gonna be
Oh,
pretty. You're gonna try your hardest to get there, but you're not gonna reach that. Like, use what you have and make that beautiful. And as
facts.
long as you're beautiful to you, the rest of the crap won't matter. And I do feel like as a society, we are leaning more towards that. But there's still a lot of lingering that's not. Because you got a lot of people frauding out here talking about something like they're just out here and so in love with their self and their beauty, but we don't know that they done got surgery.
Friend, I told you I was having that moment tonight while I was getting ready for the show. I was telling my friend, I was like, bro, I don't care what people think about blah, blah, blah. I was like, but you know what? When I do my makeup, I do be feeling cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't be feeling as cute when I don't have my makeup on. Or if I don't cover up like the little marks or whatever. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
need to at least do a light beat. Sometimes I really just don't be feeling it
Yeah, today
until
I
I
wasn't
do
feeling it at all.
like a little
I
light
wasn't
beat, you
feeling it at
know?
all. I wasn't beating nothing today. And I'm fine with that. It is what it is.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. So with that, but yeah, no, it's a lot that goes into it. But like you were saying, and that'll just be our pivot point. We headed out the door, y'all. It's
Mm-hmm.
true. As long as you come to terms with what you see when you see you, don't worry about what other people are seeing when they see you. Just think about that fleeting few moments when you see yourself and you give that little nod to yourself, like, girl, you cute. Keep that in your head as you walk out the door because that's
Mm-hmm.
really all that matters.
Yeah.
Friend, do you have anything else for the people?
No, not really. I think we covered it all.
Word. Well, y'all listen. We'll be back next week, y'all. We'll see you same time, same place. Right here on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, wherever you may be watching on the Melanin Mindset. Mondays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We out.